What's amazing about D.party is that you get to know about the startup events, the benefits, not only in Korea, but in other major countries all in one event. Now, let me introduce the startup policies, the new coming events, and the benefits in other major countries. Let's fly over to Australia. Australia is quickly building a startup nation centered in tech and blockchain. The country has listed software firm Atlassian in Nasdaq, with its share price just jumped in the past years. They have major VCs like Blackbird and benefits like tech vouchers and loans to boost startup growth. In May, the largest Asia-Pacific B2B conference will be held with over 230 speakers.
They can house 2,500 people over 11 floors. It's a very, very exciting location to be. It's very well connected. It connects you with investors, with other startups, with government funding, with mentorship.
We have new innovation visa and skilled specialist visa, and come to Sydney and Australia.
Also, Sydney has one of the biggest hubs called the Sydney Startup Hub, which holds around 450 startups. And we've got most of the accelerators starting from a pre-stage, Series A, B, C, working within the one big space. So I think that will be a great opportunity for you to further develop.
Come to Australia, get it, mate!
Hong Kong is not only for sightseeing, it is the heaven for startups. With $1.5 trillion of GDP, which outstands even Indonesia, this place is the shortcut to advance to China. Income tax is only 15%, a single tax rate. Transfer income tax 0, VAT 0, custom tax 0, inheritance tax 0. Wow. Country has two-tiered profit tax, which for corporations with 2 million Hong Kong dollar earned will be taxed at only 8.25%. Along with super tax benefits, Hong Kong provides with 300% tax reduction for corporations over $2 million R&D expenditure. If you want to build a company in Hong Kong, it will only take 5 weekdays to establish. Next up is Czech Republic. The country is heavily investing in artificial intelligence. Czech Republic has more than 500 AI engineers with 5 AI institutes. There are many AI companies and startups per population, which ranks 4th after Israel and Canada. The country wants to invite many companies, startups around the world to collaborate with Czech AI companies.
Core competence in the AI, I would say it's under the Czech AI Center, which is based in Prague. And there are also universities that focus on natural language processing, deep machine learning, and data intelligence, big data processing. The living costs, it's very low, I would say, or very affordable. You have very cheap beer, beautiful ladies, and in the end, that's all it matters. Češi, do toho!
Another beautiful country, Spain. Right now, Spain is energetic at the moment when it comes to startups. Spanish government is investing in startups through a fund-of-fund Neotex and through Inivierte, a private investment vehicle, which funded 576 projects. A total of more than 1,000 million euros were supported to startups.
A few years ago, it was more public push into the startup ecosystem. Nowadays, the leverage from the private administration, private sector is much higher than the public sector. We have some very good universities, including business administration university.
Like IESE and all those schools.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
So all together makes a good combination. Ven a España, vive la cultura, desarrolla el negocio y vas a disfrutar.
Britain is the center of startups in Europe. Business is scaling up in London with $15 billion in VC capital investments, with regional clusters in London, Manchester, Oxford, and so many more. The country will cut down corporate tax from 19 to 18% in 2020, plus a tax exemption to investors who invest in startup shares. Companies will benefit at 10% reduced tax on their profits if they generate revenue from intellectual property, and entrepreneurs with at least £50,000 funding can apply for Tier 1 visa, there will be a FinTech Week in April in London where 2,000 industry stakeholders will gather up for 2 days. Another spectacular country is Denmark. Denmark is the fastest growing country in Northern Europe, which has the most advanced digital economy with fixed best entrepreneurship ecosystem with so many outstanding startups. Foreign startups can easily go to groups like Copenhagen for the Win or Tech BBQ to icebreak and build network. The country wants to invite startups in water, energy, and urban solutions. France, a nation known for great food and arts, is now known as the startup nation. With leading ecosystem like Station F, the largest startup facility where Facebook and MS work, has 71 innovation clusters along with great educational institutions and universities to collaborate with.
We do have joint programs that help Korean startups actually go to Austria and vice versa. Austrian startups come to Korea. So with D.camp, for example, we partner for the Go Seoul program, which enables Austrian startups, 8 of them, again this year, to come to D.camp, to be a resident here for 2 weeks and to make business contacts, joint projects, and sell their business ideas also to investors.
다녀오셔서 감사하고 저희 D.camp는 기본적으로 연결의 전문가, 모두를 연결하는, 그래서 많은 분들이 연결이 되었으면 좋겠고 오늘 나왔던 많은 이야기들 저희들 같이 공유하겠습니다. 고맙습니다. We are all connected.